What's happening?
Yo, yo, yo.
All right. Well, there's all kinds of people coming in. How is everybody?
Go check my streams getting the audio real quick. Hate my TV. Occasionally, it's like, hey, I see that you're doing something on one of the inputs. I want to switch you to not that input.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that being a problem. It always is, right?
Yep. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Trying to make sure that it
Sorry,
comes through my stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry, we're all trying to get this figured out. So
I'm good. I've got audio
You're good?
and video.
let's see.
And my silliness with my scene setup. They picked the right thing to show before they start fishing. That's what everyone wants. Is that thing they're showing right now? Is that the Fallout 76 Gone Fishing update?
That's honestly what it looks like to me.
Evidently, there's also a combat overhaul in that.
Really?
Yeah, but like, all they're talking about is fishing, which I'm here for it.
So everybody, what we're doing currently is we're both streaming to Twitch, but we are in Discord. Kind of a quick throw together thing because neither one of us had a chance to sit down and study stream together and how all of that works. So yeah. So right now we're just counting down till they start, and hopefully we see some awesome Starfield content.
This is pretty zen. I could have this fishing going on while I work.
No, absolutely.
That DJ Satpal guy that I posted in recommended content, I listen to him a lot when he's on, when I'm working, but he's not always on. Although I think he changed careers. He used to be a software developer and he only streamed on the weekends. And he's in Australia. He would stay up all night streaming, and so he was streaming through a lot of my work day, and I'd watch him. But I think that he's become a full-time DJ.
Tell you, a good friend of mine thought that was nothing that was ever going to pan out, and now it's big time. He does mostly bar mitzvahs, and it is his full-time income.
Nifty. I've done it before. Once upon a time, I was a radio and club DJ. I don't miss it. It did not pay.
Gotcha. So.
Also, drunk people would try and start fights at the club. The radio station was pretty safe. Kept the doors locked, but yeah, at the club, man. Come up and want you to play their favorite song, and you just played it 5 minutes ago. Try to fist fight you when you say no.
Yeah.
Yay,
drunk people.
Yeah. Girl threw a drink at me one time. I flipped her off, and then her boyfriend wanted to fight me for flipping her off.
Like she didn't earn it.
Yeah. Bouncers took him outside. Might have damaged him a little.
Like he didn't earn it.
One thing you learn really early: play the bouncers' favorite songs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Always keep the bouncers. So this is really a big update for 76. Like,
yeah. This is cool.
Nice.
I might have to give it a try. I love fishing in MMOs. Rift had amazing fishing. I love its fishing so much. They actually added fishing for most of a year in Destiny, but unfortunately it was part of seasonal content and it went away. In the next yeah, that was. People were saying, I know this is seasonal content, but surely they're not going to take fishing away from us. They took fishing away from us.
Yeah, I'm dying to go fishing, but my back just won't handle a boat currently. So. So what are your theories? What are you hoping to see?
Starfield. I'm hoping to see the Starfield update, and that's really all I give a shit about.
Well, I mean, I figured, Starfield was, what we're all hoping for, but I mean, what are you hoping as far as content from Starfield? Anything? Anything particular?
I'm hoping that we'll get a trailer for the next DLC. Doesn't have to have gameplay. It can be pure hype trailer to get an idea of what it is about. And last time we got word about what Shattered Space was going to be, but we already knew Shattered Space existed, so we got a good cinematic trailer with actual content. That was nice. And didn't we also get didn't vehicles come right after that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think it was the same weekend, so.
Yeah. So maybe we'll hear about some cool content. If I had to guess about not the DLC content, I would think it would be something with outposts, because this is about the point where they expanded outposts in Fallout 4, right?
So besides what you think might be coming, what would you hope to see? What would be your go-to?
I mean, I would like to see some kind of UI overhaul, but I don't think we're going to get it. I think that they feel like their UI is a basic thing, and that modders can make up the slack. But that's an antique viewpoint, since the tools are all gone. You can't buy the Adobe tools that you need for Shockwave Flash anymore. They're not for sale. And even when they were, it was like $1,500 of tools you needed to really mod the UI in this game. You can do basic stuff with the open source stuff, and that's getting better. But it's like the open source stuff just took it from impossible to possible. You needed Adobe's tools to take it to doable for anything intense. You couldn't write Star UI today if you wanted to without being a veteran Shockwave Flash developer who had the tools from work.
Gotcha.
So I would like to see them enhance the UI, give us some of the basic stuff like sorting and the ability to turn on columns and get that sheet DPS to be in the base game, that kind of stuff. But they need to give us more for Outposts. They just recently did a thing on the UI and made it easier for people to put icons in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something big like that. Make it easier for people to build menus in the CK. I'd love to see them open up the freaking ship UI in the CK, and you know exactly why. But there's stuff like that that's hidden, and the alternatives are, with everything, the alternatives are a mix of multiple tools and varying levels of supported and varying levels of support Starfield versus other games. And it's just a mess, and sometimes they can even be difficult to install. And those barriers to entry for modding, they keep people out who are very talented in the different pieces. Like, there are people that aren't super PC savvy, but are really good at 3D modeling.
Mm-hmm.
So all they do is 3D modeling on their Mac all day. If you keep them out of modding, you miss out on some great stuff. And if you you got to go to a Discord to download Xedit, and you got to get some files from somewhere else and know where to put them all and put them together and all that stuff to do some of the things in modding, that keeps those people out completely.
Mm-hmm.
But they would have amazing stuff to do if they can get the tools to work. So anything like that can get moved into the CK, even if the CK isn't the best tool for it. If the CK gets 80% of what you need done, then we get a whole bunch of cool new mods for people. I'd like to see that, not just because it'd make my own modding easier, but it'll open up more modders, and that's the long term of this game is going to be, no matter how much Bethesda supports it, the long term of this game is going to be the modding community.
Well, absolutely. And I think that was, and I'm not saying it was, we're going to give you a partially finished game and let the modders take care of the rest. That's not what I mean by it. When I say it, is that I think that was their original intention, is that we are going to give you a modder's paradise as far as a sandbox goes. Yeah,
they have to. That's the draw of a Bethesda game.
Mm-hmm.
If they had released something that was, the story is the entire game and there's no way for you to add to it, it wouldn't have a long term. And even, some games that have a lot of mods, it's not the kind of modding that makes Bethesda, like Baldur's Gate 3. There's a lot of mods for Baldur's Gate 3. There's a lot. But it's not people adding quest lines or people adding dungeons. It's dice, it's clothes, it's things like that, which are great. They're awesome. They're fantastic for that game. That game is perfect at what it is, but it's not what people would look for in a Bethesda game. In a Bethesda game, you want to be able to add new followers. You want to be able to add dungeons. We want to see planets. We want to see star systems. We want to see whole systems, all Cortex stuff around bounty hunting and non-lethal gameplay and stuff. It's better that wasn't fully fleshed out in the game and that people can do it multiple different ways. But we need more of that. We need more ability to modify how the game works and make more total game overhaul capabilities. and more ability for mods to work together. Man, when you can plug two mods together, you can get crazy stuff. I mean, we see it with combination of Darkstar and Bedlam and Starborn Among Us. When you plug those three things together, it's more than the sum of its parts.
Yep.
And
it absolutely is.
If Bethesda had done all of those things, even with their greater resources and greater understanding of the interior of their game, it wouldn't have been as good because it would have been one way. It would have been their way.
Yeah. And, you know, and so, I mean, it always boils down to the performance side of things, right? So you take the liability out of your own hands and you put it in the players. Okay, yeah, you can mod the game, but it's up to you, and the problem is yours when it, you know, at the end of it. So for modders, that opens up a lot more versatility.
Yeah.
You know,
it also makes it easier for them to do things like the Doom patch, where you can hire another company to do something for you, and you don't have to train them. You're not locked into just the companies that can do that. I've used an example before of like Cryptic Studios. When they needed to have an external company do something for them, there was only one other company that was using their engine. So that was the only people they could deal with for it. Or they would have to train. So they don't outsource stuff.
Yeah.
They don't have that ability to staff up for an expansion without, you know, putting people out of work when they're done. Bethesda can come along, have a neat idea, or get a pitch from creators, and say, yeah, we'll pay and support getting your mod done because you're using basically the same tools we do, and you know how to use them already. And then that company can move on to doing its own things again afterward, and nobody loses their job, and nobody has to be special trained.
Yep. Me personally, of course, you know, my favoritism's going to shine through with this one. I'd love to see probably, you know, some sort of expansion towards shipbuilding for sure. But I wouldn't be upset with a possible completion to the build your own star station.
Yeah. Any of that stuff that they had to cut, they can come back and start adding it now.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened with vehicles, right? I mean, some of the vehicle stuff was there.
I don't know so much about the vehicles, but I know that the work had started rather early on for it. If you go by the file name, you know, it was started rather early on. And I think that might have been something they had originally intended to be base, and it just didn't make it, or they didn't find a utility for it. And then the player base corrected them on that notion, right?
Yep. Yeah, at some point, Microsoft came in and somebody went into a Kanban board and drew a line and said anything on the right side of this line you get to finish, and anything on the left side of this line you need to disable. And if you can make a case for why something has to move to the other side of the line because it's more work, and it can move, but otherwise we're done here. Go make a game.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that was a lot of it. And then, you know, I think they originally had a different idea of the direction they wanted to go with, and be it just didn't work out, or playtesting came back as abysmal or whatever. I'd like to see some of those features restored, which we're getting a lot of that back from modders and stuff, and I'm absolutely fine with that. But some of it, you know, is lacking, and it's there in the engine, just not accessible to modders. So some of that I'd like to see too. But
and that's like the Star Station stuff. They finished the parts they needed to build their set piece, stations, but there's clearly pieces left over that.
Oh, yeah, like the anchor that was meant to be built at an outpost on the surface that would have anchored the station
Yeah.
above the moon or planet you chose. I mean, that was there. It was all there.
Yeah,
So,
and that's completely unnecessary for their set piece stations.
yeah, exactly. They didn't have to do that. So that was something that they were in the process of working on, and it ended up having to be cut. Gex in the Discord, in the Dark Star Discord, talking about the arena, more or less, the spaceship arena. That was like, why did that go away? And I'm assuming either they just ran out of time or they didn't feel like it was something people would want to see. But yeah, I'd be about that.
It'd be really difficult for modders to add that back in. Needs completion of the stuff in the engine.
Yeah. Yeah, well, with it being kind of centric around the Adoring Fan, that kind of, it's either you replace it with somebody else and do your own NPC as a modder, or Bethesda can come in because they've always, of course, got access to their voice actors. I don't know if that's a indefinite or a renegotiation or what, but I don't think anybody that did voice for Starfield would be upset to be brought back into the fold and do some more.
Yeah. And there's ways to deal with if you can't. I mean, really, what Destiny had to do with when Peter Dinklage was like, no, that was one and done. I'm not coming back for Ghost. They just had hired Nolan North and re-recorded all his lines and moved on. Other actors, Gina Torres wasn't available anymore for Ikora Ray, so they hired Mara Juno, who doesn't do an impression of the character. She does an interpretation of the character, but it's very much the same character. What is going on? Somebody
Apparently
starting a fight. You're gonna scare the fish off. Oh man, that was sometimes the NPCs would interrupt people when they were fishing in Destiny. You're interrupting a bunch of guardians who all have their supers charged. You get some tiny little group of NPCs taking pot shots at you, and all of a sudden there's 2 Nova bombs coming their way.
nice. Let's see. So I see Omega in chat hoping for some Halo. That would be bad.
Yeah. I guess it's probably easier for them to get 343 cooperation since Microsoft.
Yeah.
They
I was seeing it was good.
On Destiny, they couldn't get any cooperation, even though Bungie had originally made Halo. So their Halo stuff had to be the serial numbers filed off, whereas their Marathon stuff was more blatant. Because they just couldn't get anything out of 343 since they're Sony instead of Microsoft. But yeah, I would think that that would be a short conversation between 2 legal teams for Bethesda.
Yeah, Omega, that would be a rather nice thing to see. More outpost habs that are partially decorated, partially furnished. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Wouldn't mind seeing that. I mean, honestly, just anything. I will take anything that they are willing to hand out for this game. For sure. And it's not because of lack thereof. It's just, it's always nice to see new stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I want them to be hands-off on a lot of it. I don't want them to rope modders into corners or break compatibility for vast swaths of stuff. And they don't want to either. I mean, we've seen that they delay content because they're trying to make it not break. And people are complaining about, SFSE gets broken. That if you touch the executable, that's going to happen. That's just the nature of how SFSE is implemented. There's no way to maintain backward compatibility with that. But with the big mods, they're going back and testing stuff. They're trying to not break features that everybody uses, and they do inform people about the stuff that they are changing that will break mods. We don't see that because they deliberately don't do it a lot. So I don't think they're going to give us a bunch more empty halves, because modders like you have done a great job of giving us empty halves. But for them to take alternative decoration of existing halves, absolutely, that would be something that wouldn't break anybody. It would just add to the game. And maybe some more differentiation between the decoration between the different manufacturers. They're all shopping at the same IKEA.
Yeah. Yep. They have very, very, very distinct pairs there, with Nova being the standalone.
Yeah.
Yay, Nova halves. I still haven't fully decided. I think about that on a regular. Was this intentional to make it absolutely feel like it was early and one-off? Or was this the way they were originally planning on building stuff and then went, oh shit, we might benefit from making it more modular? I don't know. I still question that every time I open the creation kit and look at anything to do with HABs.
I think the fact that they called some of them industrial and some high-tech, and then they didn't kind of work out that way, makes you wonder if there were story changes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we know there were story changes. We know that for a fact, because at one point, Elias Tefexis was the voice of the player character, and Sissy Jones was the voice of the male character, and Sissy Jones was the voice of the female player character. And they invented Samco and Andrasia because they wanted to keep those actors when they discovered that people would not listen to their own voiceover. They would always, 100% of the time, skip it. So you think about all the story that is around those characters, and the fact that they're half the romanceable characters. A lot of stuff had to change when that decision was made. And they had recorded a lot of audio when they made that decision, because they were to the point that people were testing with the audio. So, I mean, it's not like the last minute complete ground up story rewrite after you can't get the actors anymore that Destiny did. But yeah, there had to have been big story changes well into development. And they had recorded audio forever ago. Damian Haas says he recorded all of his lines for Heller and Sergeant Wilkes and his other minor characters in 2016. And some of that stuff was not, like, he has some voiceovers in stuff that's far deeper into the game, like announcers and stuff. So this isn't just, they had written the initial meet constellation quest when they were done with them. They had to have done a lot of recording, which means they had story done and then story changed.
Yeah, Blackfish, there's on record there were lots. They were, they'd recorded voice stuff early. Yeah. Hijack, who was that? Hijack just said in my chat that voice actor for Samco was in The Expanse. Who was the character in The Expanse?
Yeah.
Really? I'm not very good with the voice acting thing, so
big character.
Here we go.
That's a lot of ratings, and we don't even know what it's for yet. Is this a BioShock game?
Outer Worlds, I think.
Or is this...
Do you think I care that the colony is in disarray?
Oh, yeah.
We
It sure
didn't
is.
come to Arcadia to get bogged down in pointless warfare. We came to spread freedom and liberate resources for profit. But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so. And they think they can just choose how things play out. They could stop us from stealing the Protectorate's brainwashing technology, which we need to improve our market share. What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism.
He got blowed up.
Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
I'm yearning and yearning for you.
Actually haven't finished the first game
My
yet.
heart and every last bit of my way, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you. The cost may be high.
What the hell?
One
Nice.
day, I know you'll be mine. Someday perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and burning for you.
An adventure made for capitalism by capitalism. Inflate our impressions and egos by staying tuned after the showcase.
Like, the whole thing isn't about that. Play it on day one with Game Pass.
World premiere.
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanzapro.
What the hell?
I have no idea.
I feel like we should be hearing Axel F right now.
Yep.
Borderlands and Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah. Humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
And Crazy Frog. High on Life. And Life 2. Wow. I have never heard of the first game.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm sure we just angered some
World
community
premiere.
of High on Life gamers. familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. It looks really pretty. I don't know if it'd be anything I'd play, but it looks really pretty.
Well, you can give it a play on day one on Game Pass. Oh, is this the handheld? There it is.
Nice.
Oh, this is the new
Wrong,
ally.
huh?
My kid is the old one. It's really nice. Play everything. I'm sure I'm gonna have to buy this for Christmas. Waiting for the new Legion Go. Is that chip in it?
Mm-hmm.
Badass. Z2 Extreme.
Very nice.
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first. And that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross-progression. We
Nice.
delivered Game Pass, first on console, then on PC, and with cloud gaming. So what's next? How can we give you even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play? Our next step is to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play. So we're building an Xbox experience designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device. The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and
There
Battle.net
it
to
is.
Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect.
This is the
highly
start.
anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally. We have always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox on any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC, smart TV, or any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games on Xbox today. And every new game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere.
I see Starfield.
Nice.
And
back
because
there
it's
behind it.
Xbox, you can always have access to Game Pass with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should have. Any game, anywhere. And we are giving it our all every day to make this vision real. But it all comes back to the games. From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time. We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolves Studio, this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I can't wait for you to explore. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Started the clips in my chat saying hope they improve cloud gaming. Yeah, I think the biggest problem is internet infrastructure. It's just never going to be good for some people until that's improved. The back end is pretty much figured out.
Monsters have always been here, watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives, but we should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead. Their worst nightmare. A Dawnwalker.
So this guy's
Trapped
literally
between the
Blade.
two worlds.
Yeah, a medieval
Fighting to
blade.
even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all. He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
The long-haired blonde guy looks like Drew. What's his face? He used to be on Giant Bomb, and is the dude in the meme where he blinks.
Yep. Yeah, it's like a medieval blade.
World premiere.
That works too, Briar.
Wow, this new Starfield expansion is wild. Brutal.
Yep.
Super Meat Boy 3D!
I predict that's going to do great on console, and nobody's going to play it on PC.
Probably. Omega said the handheld wars begin. Yes, you are correct, sir.
Watch your back, Yakumo. You're a wanted criminal now.
I'll kill the Dark Dragon myself. It's my mission. My duty as a Raven Ninja.
Breaking the Dark Dragon free has its consequences.
This is it.
Sayori.
Ryu, there's something I need your help with.
He's not doing lip sync.
Telepathic, sir.
That's
Dark Dragon is mine.
Damn, Omega's swinging for the fences out here in the chat. He's called just about everything that's come up on the screen.
Yep.
Nice, man. Nice.
Dude literally put Xbox in his name. He does nothing but play games. I don't think this is Starfield.
Here we go.
No. Damn it.
Good luck, Indy.
What are you doing, Jones? Are you crazy?
Indiana Jones into the Unity.
This is where it starts. Beneath the streets of Rome. Enter the city of Antioch. Find the secret relic. Bring it back to the Holy See.
I like this voice.
Defend the secret. They worshipped the giants.
You know who that is?
No, who?
I don't. I'm asking.
Oh. Like a DLC, or is it an actual another game?
I don't know.
World premiere.
It kind of felt like a DLC. They just released that game.
はるか昔この国に輪廻の獣が現れた
That's fucking huge.
輪廻の獣は汚れを吐きあらゆる生物を蝕んだ 西暦4026年人類は滅亡を待つのみ 封じ子エマお前こそが輪廻の獣を滅ぼす刃となる
Okay.
All right.
And I've got to go ban this paper.
Oh, you got it too?
Yep.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine. Because they sweep their filth down to us.
Get your paper in! Who's for a paper?
Here's to playing in
Nice.
the mud.
Boom.
Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you fucking rust.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And it sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for one of
There has been a crime! Justice itself has been affronted! I have been burgled!
Urgled.
Griswick.
Okay, Karen.
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit. They were
burgled. I can't get over
your
it.
instincts, sir. Tall, yes, sir.
Built rather slim, well, muscular. Mm-hmm. Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I say I'm touchy! There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all
Well,
sharp
all right
edges,
then.
empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No, no!
I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack! I'll leave you with a pissing pad of peaches!
You'd either got a gang at your back, or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him.
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed. Let's go and end a few arguments.
How many steampunk games are we getting to?
Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time. And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past. To change the future.
We'll make your respawn again.
And let me tell you, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Revolution.
Well, all right.
Now let me alone and piss off!
That one's a maybe. I might check that out.
Our creative teams are dedicated to bringing players award-winning, record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom, The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From original single-player experiences to vast online worlds, our teams are empowered to build the games they've always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make. So of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative teams, thank you. These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller. As you've seen in recent years, more and more of our characters, stories, and worlds are expanding to brand new audiences through TV and film. A Minecraft movie and the Fallout TV series broke records and brought millions of players into the game. We have more projects in the works as gaming continues to influence film and television like never before. When it comes to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to the upcoming release of The Outer Worlds 2 this October. Obsidian is always delivering great games, and they have a third game launching this year. You'll get to go deeper on it in our Direct, but until then, let's take a look.
World premiere.
Hopefully soon, Blackfish. Hopefully soon.
From me, you foul beast.
Okay. All right.
With new flexible legs, the Yoke Girth action figure can ride anything.
Wow.
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
You gotta keep them separated.
I can safely say I've not even seen the first one of this.
I like it when it was Dr. Shrinker.
Yeah, I've not even seen the first one.
Did you ever see that Sid and Marty Krofft series back in the, I don't know, 70s or 80s?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
No, long before that movie. There was a
The predecessor.
TV show, Dr. Shrinker. It only did one season like all those Krofft things did.
Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual. They become exceptionally aggressive.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
Somebody should make this suit for Starfield.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Such is our calling.
Come on, Bethesda. Present me something. This doesn't look like Starfield.
No.
Well, okay. Yep. I think this is on a big sale right now, by the way. But it's a pretty good game. Be like 400 copyright claims. I'm gonna click that and remove the audio button every single
Oh, you know, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking delete the pod. Didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I just let YouTube do its thing.
World
Gotcha.
premiere.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold one to mission control. We're falling! Thomas, the ship's breaking apart.
Not
There's no
Starfield.
time. Evacuate now.
Evacuate?
Thomas, come in.
Ariane, you sacrificed everything for a new world, to save mankind. And I'll always love you for that.
That suit would be pretty cool. It almost
Yeah.
or back ground suit.
Yeah, pretty much, right? So, a space platformer?
Thomas, wherever you are, I'll find you.
Aphelion.
Alien. Mm-hmm.
Yup, that didn't seem like gameplay. Okay.
So it's like a space platformer with some, a Lara Croft in space. Yes, Blackfish. That's, yep.
I haven't heard
Yep,
of
that
the
was a good
world
description.
Premiere. What else have they done?
I don't know.
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I know this must be a shock, having never
on,
met
chat,
your
go
real
Google it
father.
for me.
But he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations. Much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the Grand, a hotel famous across the land. Every room used to be in such high demand.
I don't know, this might be Starfield, you don't know.
Your wish I'll command here at the Grand.
Starfield the music.
Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations. Would you like some help with that?
The Scottish Glippy.
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village. You have his power tools. You know, you could pick up where he left off. You seem like a good man. Like he was.
That person's clearly decorating an exterior, Omega.
They don't suspect a thing.
Yeah.
Just make sure the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will wicker man your ass.
You keep looking into things, and things are gonna start looking bad. Don't make the same mistake your father made. In this place, the only one you can really trust is me.
Okay, that cat's looking.
Well, this is the second game so far that I feel like I would need to be under the influence of something to even play. Like, Rongimus, I have no idea, sir. I don't fucking know.
There are no ghosts at the Grand. Okay, well, thanks. Pretty much any hotel can say that. There are no ghosts at the Holiday Inn Express.
There are as many gods in the world as there are stars in the heavens. And when we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed the defender of my homeland could be my daughter?
She unlocked the heavenly spear, but is she worthy?
Yeah. It's an expansion.
You can't rule if the heavenly spear is mine.
Okay. I like that logo. That's pretty cool.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가?
Okay,
만약 이 결정이
good.
패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단에 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가? 그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐. 당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는가?
Almost feels like a Ubisoft game.
Yeah, I was thinking the same damn thing.
당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가?
I mean, this has been the only maybe for me out of all of it so far.
누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다. 지정태. 지정태.
And Deshaun has already ported that helmet.
World premiere.
E ora olaiem loite fativi. Novo.
Ilo?
Te kemaite mana.
Oh, there's Max. Maybe it's Starfield.
Unanite waiora. Dia. Novo tua libemo iwa lotaname.
See? See?
Ona otalima di efema. Te onami. Toma tua calio, terali.
This reminds me of some old Apple food games, and I mean that in a good way.
Yeah.
Back to those limitations.
I mean, for that style, it is a really pretty game.
Yeah. Saskia's interested in the steampunk one. You're going to have to narrow that down. There's been like 3 of them so far.
Oh, man. The clockwork one. Okay, got you. Oh.
Come on.
God damn it!
Yeah, it's gone fishing.
Well, hello there. Beautiful day to
I got
relax
ramped up for that. With said Bethesda.
When it comes to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim with opportunity.
Portion.
Yes, you'll find fish of all flavors in every walk of waterway.
This
From
actually
its
looks like a
mightiest
really
of rivers
cool update.
to its humblest of ponds.
It does.
Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards. What do you got on there, Jed? Worms. And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
Bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job. There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea. And when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails. Can you smell that?
No.
No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just gotta know where to look.
We get custom animations.
Vault
Omega.
Life is your ticket to
We'll get
easy
fishing.
living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise. A place to show off all the bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb? Plant your own peaceful vegetable garden. And
Oh, look.
nothing warms the heart like a neighborhood cookout.
That looks familiar.
Ah, community makes a wasteland a waste home.
TG's
Join today.
Appalachian Harvest.
And tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends.
It would be mostly
in beautiful Appalachia.
something not okay for video games.
Yep. Yep.
World premiere.
If I was still playing 76, I'd be very excited about that update.
Yep.
They become a player. It's like a Sword Art Online game. Solo leveling Arise Overdrive. Okay.
What a mouthful.
Yep.
Apparently it was an anime and a book.
World premiere.
There's a lot of anime with weird video game titles right now.
Come on.
The kid watches one called That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
Nice.
There's one called Do You Love Your Mother and Her two-hit multi-target attacks. Yet another copyright claim on my VOD.
Yep.
I may just leave them. Fine. Here's 17 copyright claims on one VOD. Animo. It's about animos.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I just want to say thanks to everyone for all the love and support we've seen since we announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago. These games have changed my life, but more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation for skating all over the world, and that means everything to me and the team.
That's because he's old.
I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new parks, new music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with your friends with up to 8 players in multiplayer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
8-player multiplayer. That's going to be chaos. I love it.
Yeah. I think my chat's about to riot over the lack of Starfield.
We've got to get something. Come on, there's got to be some kind of like 3 seconds at the end.
Yeah, probably. That's what we're going with. Best for last, man. God, I used to play the shit out of these games.
I never really got into these kinds of games, except for some reason SSX Tricky, the first one.
Okay, I got you.
I was crazy into that game. That's actually where I first got into Biff Naked music. She had a character in it and music.
Nice. Oh shit! That's funny.
World premiere.
We got time for several more, so I haven't given up hope.
Nope,
Starfield
still holding on to hope.
Starfield update is crazy.
Omega, that is a strong possibility.
You make me want to fire up Steam and see if it suddenly hits it. Starfield update. Oh man, can you imagine if they dropped a Starfield update today and it broke SFSE? There would be so many tables flipped.
Keyboard's broken in half, monitors smashed. It's like fancy Mortal
I'm not gonna
Kombat.
repeat what Omega said.
That's brutal.
Yeah, Rongimus, they're definitely about the hair in that one, aren't they?
That's kind of cool. I probably would play it.
I don't know if I'd play it, but I'd watch gameplay of it.
If I had Game Pass, I'd play it a little.
I got you.
I am gonna have to get Game Pass at some point. Gonna need to test some mods on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Look who decided to show up.
Wait, is this, they're putting it on...
It's game time, baby!
You think you can still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Nice.
Looks like they upgraded.
Okay.
Who knows you, baby? Let's do this.
Omega, it is possible to keep PC players.
This is gonna be awesome.
Destiny did it.
Form up!
Okay, crossplay with PS5. Yep.
World premiere.
People want to play with their friends. Well, I didn't say anything about cheaters, Omega. I just said PC dominated.
Freeman, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that sub. Thank you, sir. Heck is this? Why did I ask?
Yep. My oldest is all about these games. I'm sure I already paid for this.
The Smugglers League is always there.
Oh, the Starfield
but you
update
won't
is crazy.
see us. You won't hear us.
Is this a
And the
expansion?
only way you'd ever know
That's what it looks like.
is if that's what we wanted. As smugglers, we deal in the goods others are afraid to handle. Guns, explosives.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger.
Why is
like
all the
no
rum
other.
gone?
So I guess my question is, can you handle that?
They cannot. Yep.
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the boom, the better. Smugglers need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing, of course, is always an option. Just do whatever it takes to get the job done. You are pirates, after all.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League. You're paying for that.
Okay, we're out of time. I need my Starfield. Come on.
World premiere.
Oh. Damn it.
Damn it.
Hope you're not in a hurry because northbound is backed up all the way to 18th Street. And the southbound ain't looking much better. So you might
This is
as well-
ridiculous.
Got a whole lot of
Please,
people
come on.
Are you one of them? You're here, but it's right.
Hey, well that looked like Gorefield.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, Dad,
Okay.
not even close.
All right. I can do this.
I hoped you'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
I'd like to propose a third option.
I'm not your son anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good. I trusted you!
No. Okay, maybe not.
Ready to bleed? This is over.
You need an insomniac in this game.
this! Gotcha!
Come here! Need a hand? Might want to look up.
I'm up! See how you like this? It's an army!
I am ending you! I see it all now.
Coming 28-26. Is it the wait for Starfield? God damn it. Fuck. No, we don't know how close we are to done because it's still going. And there is already one.
Facts.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
Know your place, little lamb. There's no one to save you now.
You will answer for what you've done!
The flames are around, and they burn as one.
Oh. Bucky is saying it might be 2 hours. I can hang.
Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being.
Yeah, hopefully 2 hours and we're...
Be saved.
Oh, man.
Available today. Final Fantasy 16.
World premiere.
Mine.
Look, it's another weird one. What are those physics?
Oh, yay.
What in the Baba Yaga?
Oh.
Baba Yaga walking simulator. With Disney sidekick Bird.
Mine. What the fuck? Oh.
Okay. Doesn't look like a keeper to me. And it's not on PS5. That's gonna crush it. Absolutely DOA.
Games like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences, and Keeper is no exception. Looking ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. Creators like In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution. Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox Ally handheld, which lets you bring your Xbox experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games
Best for last.
than ever.
That's what we're holding on to.
Thanks to all
Best
of
for
you.
last.
We're proud
No, I
of
don't
the
think so.
creativity that
Yeah.
Obsidian is delivering this year.
Clips has
Immediately
pointed out we
after
haven't seen Todd
Showcase,
yet.
our direct begins.
Yeah.
Where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at The Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. Thanks for joining us today. But before we get into the direct, we have a final world premiere. Enjoy.
World premiere.
There's butterflies.
Son of a bitch.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you.
Okay.
Please, follow me. You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
For too long, we have been bound
I don't know if she's
by
got Varun
outdated
tattoos.
systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide.
This feels
Our
like another
advancements are
Ubisoft
designed
game.
to elevate every
Yeah, feels like Breakpoint.
reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. What the fuck? Inception?
Spent all the money hiring that guy.
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason. Menendez.
Come the fuck on, seriously?
And Deshaun's already ported the
Like we needed another fucking COD game.
Okay, I'm not interested in the Outer Worlds direct.
Nope.
I have some mild interest in the game, but yeah. No, man, I'm out.
Yep. Yeah, me too. I'm so fucking disappointed right now.
Let's go find somebody to raid.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of Obsidian, with Avowed releasing early this year and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best.
All right, y'all. Nope, doesn't look like a Starfield announcement.
Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise. Think about it.
Thank
The
y'all
original
for
creates the world and builds
hanging
fandom,
out.
but the sequel,
I greatly appreciate it.
that's what makes it worth remembering.
all a little
No sequel,
disappointed,
no
so
hoverboard.
I'm gonna
No
go
sequel,
salt
no dual SMGs.
and
No
take a shower,
sequel, no raccoon tail. No sequel, no Zune 2, which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zoom 2.
There was a Zune 2? I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian, and I have sequelized everything. Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage, so trust me, I know what I'm doing. Come along on this journey with me. Part 2.
DH390.
All right, Cyber. I'm out.
Let the killing commence.
Gonna go get that raid done and then get out of here. Alright, folks, go watch DH play some Starfield. I'll see you again Tuesday night. See ya.